Hey, welcome to the Divine Melanation. Y'all, we're here today. Today's the day. This has been a long time coming for me. I've probably been wanting to do a podcast for 2 years, but everything hasn't come the way it needed to come together until now. Now I'm able to put space and time into a podcast, and the Divine Melanation for me means and correlates to feminism or femininity within sisterhood. So this podcast is dedicated to women of color, taking back our femininity in a proper way, in a healthy way, in a way that is fulfilling and which reaches our optimum goal. We want to be at our optimum place when we're maneuvering through womanhood. So today, with me, I have my sis. Y'all, this is my sister. And from another mister. Y'all know how that go. Listen, y'all better not be acting bougie watching this, because y'all know this real spit what we fit to talk about on this podcast. So yes, this is my sister Tay. Go on and tell us who you are.
I am Octavia. I'm 37. I have no children. I am dating. No, I'm with someone. Yeah, I'm with someone.
Ooh, how that sound?
Corny.
But see, that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about that vulnerable place when you're dating with intention and because we weren't taught. See, that goes into my segue, for this podcast, where we were taught to be married, but we weren't taught to be wives and to be in healthy relationships with men and to be whole and safe in that place. So, and I believe that starts with sisterhood. I do, and this is my own personal anecdotal experience. This is a back and forth conversation. If you want to come and, say what sisterhood means to you, you can.
Sisterhood to me means, I don't know. I wasn't prepared for that.
What does it mean? You my sister and our relationship. So don't think so hard, because I want this to be authentic. So don't get in your head.
I wasn't prepared for that.
See, this is what sisters do. This is authentic and raw, y'all. This is really happening right now. She really giving me a hard time to answer the question. We just talked about it.
Okay, sisterhood to me means another female that you connect with, whether it's blood or not, and y'all have each other's back, and y'all can be open and vulnerable and not feel judged by what you're thinking. You can actually tell someone your actual thoughts without hiding who you really are.
Okay, that's good. That's kind of where this is going. And me and Tay, y'all, we fight we got the same. We done came out the same uterus, y'all, and we have it. And we be arguing. We be ready to squab up, talking about meet up at the door. I'm seeing you at the door, girl. But it never goes to a place where we can't come back from, because it's always a boundary where we know if I let loose and I jump off the cliff, one of us is gonna make sure that we don't say, girl, I'm gonna let you go down, I'm gonna let you dangle for a little bit, but I'm gonna pull you back up, girl. You just gonna stay down there for a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I got you. So it's not that it doesn't come with this, like any other relationship with a man. Mm-hmm. I fight for her like I would fight for my dude. You know what I'm saying? I cry over her, I get mad at her, I talk shit to her, I do all that. But at the end of the day, I know that this is my sister. So that's the podcast. Boom. Today, this podcast is called In the Beginning. It's very, very indicative to Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health has really been a staple for me in my healing. Just to be aware of what it is, what it means, how to deal with it, how to cope with it, how to live with it, how to help others give me a little bit more grace, and also not use it as a victim place, a place of victimhood. Because I'm not a victim and I'm not a survivor. I'm thriving. I don't even like to say I'm surviving. So for me, mental health awareness is about thriving in everything mental, spiritual, physical, financial, because all those things can be your trigger. Because don't we call them triggers?
Yes.
Because we have them. Like, we get triggered and shit.
Real life.
Yeah, and it be a problem. So this is where we want to really, really highlight what Mental Health Awareness Month means to us as Black women. I think Black women are taking leaps and bounds to get their mental together, but it's still some work that we need to do as a community to make these things come full circle. That's why the Divine Melanation was my baby. Like, I kind of birthed this because I'm an only child, like, by my mother, by the same woman. And that is, for me to find sisters is very difficult because I have two brothers with my dad. And for me to find sisterhood, I've always held them really, really personal to me, and they've always helped me with my mental health and kind of guided me and carried me. And I was blessed to not have women that were around me that would smother me or try to crush me because of my mental health. Because I see a lot of women get crushed by other women, and their mental health is like them being weak or feeble or dumb or naive, or it's always something negative, a negative connotation behind mental health. So what does mental health awareness mean to you?
Being aware of mental health. Being aware of the voices that you hear in your head, that you're not crazy, that your thoughts, it's just being conscious of your mental and knowing and understanding that it's okay. It's such a bad stigma attached to it. People don't want to admit it. That's why they shield it and try to handle it on their own, and sometimes that leads to them hurting themselves.
Right. And that's one thing, like, me and Tay, we can say that we've been to a place where, like, I've called her up sometimes and I'd be like, girl, I'm sad. And I don't know why. Like, I'm just so sad. And she be like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, to just have that place to be vulnerable and have that safety net is enough for me to be vulnerable in. Mm-hmm. Because I think a lot of times some people that don't understand mental awareness to the capacity of you do, because we both struggle with mental illness, right? Mm-hmm. So you are kind of like my safety net when the world got me thinking I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm. Vice versa.
So, like, I could call you and say, girl, I just had an attitude and I tripped all the way out, girl, and I don't know why. I couldn't wheel it back in. I couldn't. But I could be vulnerable where we could talk about it and be like, well, you should have just. And the same with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going through womanhood together, but our path just look different. Mm-hmm. But it's the same path, it just look different. So it doesn't matter, like, what social economic class, what status you come from, how much education you got, how much you work, how rich you are, how poor you are, if you got a man or if you don't. As women, we go through womanhood, it just look different. And I don't try to put it all on just being a woman, but just to be a Black woman is something that is heavy. We're taught to just be strong. Mm-hmm. That is like the most weirdest shit somebody could have told me. Be a strong Black woman. I don't listen. Since I've been on my weak Black woman shit, and y'all can take it how you may, I have been so healthy, okay? Because I need help. I'm okay with saying I need help. And I think that is where we need community and sisterhood. Because with my relationships with my sister friends and my sister circles, that's where I find the most intimate places and pieces of me. Because I think I have like a really eclectic friend circle. Like, we all don't come together. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't bring all y'all together.
No, you can't. Me.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I do like spend time, and they see, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's just me being, and I'm learning to accept this part of myself. Being what I need to be to those friends and accommodating them in those spaces, and also having boundaries for myself. Because I am an only child, and I do come from, you know, that Lone Ranger kind of mentality. So a lot of times my friends and the people that I deal with are different pieces of me. And sometimes it can get confusing.
It can.
And it's like I'm putting on different masks, different hats. But then when I just settle into being who I am, and I can be vulnerable, and I can be, I can be what I need to be with who I need to be with. And all of them are safe places.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody does something different for me. So I think that's like that's a safety place. I think that a lot of women aren't ready to take that.
How did you come to that conclusion that you put on different masks and you can't bring all your friends together?
On Clubhouse. On Clubhouse. I swear to God. Because I'm social, right? And so, you know, they got the thing. Okay, so y'all, this is Dr. Hood Talk. This is one of my monikers. Y'all can call me Dr. Hood Talk, Goddess, Simone. I'm all those things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You see how they go? I'm all these different things to all these different people. Mm-hmm. So on Clubhouse, it's an audio app, right? So I'm building relationships through conversation. Mm-hmm. So I can have a real fruitful conversation about esoteric shit, femininity, but then you'll catch me and you'll come for me and I will cuss you out.
Yeah.
But I feel bad, but you really play with me. Like they be trolling. It's a new thing. Social media kind of enhances the mental health. Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like social media is one of those things that kind of like...
It can play with your top.
Yes.
Just have you all the way out there trying to... If you weak-minded, you'll try to fit in with everyone and be miserable. And you'll do whatever you have to do just to blend in and be a part of a certain group. Like, people go broke.
Trying to fit in.
Trying to be Dallas high society and all that shit. People ask me why I don't go out. I tell you, I don't see you. Tay, where you be at? I be at home. I enjoy sleeping. I have did everything. Like, I'm cool on it. But when I do come out, it reminds me why I don't go out.
When you don't go out?
Yeah, like, this is why I stay home, because this is stupid. Everybody on their phone. And I get everyone wants to capture moments and everything, but it's like, you gonna have the phone out the whole entire time.
So that's like your social pet peeve.
Yeah, that's a trigger.
So you ain't gonna let the people?
Yeah, that's why I be off social media. You know, I disappear the video.
Yeah, you will deactivate. And I think that's good too, because I taught you how to do that. Don't hot side.
You didn't teach me how to deactivate?
Yes, I did.
No, you not.
Girl,
no,
I deactivated first. I deactivated first.
Simone, do you know how many times I used to delete my page?
Yes, and me too.
Well,
then we taught each other.
We're not finna do that. We're not gonna do that.
She know good and well. I taught her, y'all. That's cool though. That's how we gonna do it. But listen.
You taught me how to go in there, deactivate my page.
I told you to do it, like, cause I was doing it first. I'm a big sister. Why I can't teach you nothing?
You can, but you didn't. I don't think you taught me that.
You don't remember? It's okay if you just say that.
I don't. I have a problem remembering a lot of stuff, but what I do remember is my mental health is for real.
Okay, so to my second point, knowing that you know that your mental health is real, right? Knowing you know your triggers, right?
Right.
Like, okay, tell me something. Like, give me your top 3 triggers.
Work. This lady that I work with.
So a personality? Different, like certain personality traits trigger you, or is it a personality, or is it like a character flaw that you be like
character flaw?
Okay, so you you messed up.
Like, yeah, character flaw, then a MF. Like, yeah. And another trigger for me is for someone to make me seem like I'm crazy.
Gaslighting. It's a name that they call it, gaslighting now.
Well, yeah, like that's. I don't like that. Like, it'll take me to a whole nother place where I don't think, and I just see red, and I'm hyperventilating. Just my body's doing all kind of things. I'm having a panic attack.
That's your shock.
Yeah.
Your shock is like you go into a panic.
Yeah, it's fight or flight. So.
And so my trigger is I get really aggressive. Yeah. I get hyper aggressive.
Yeah.
And I think it's damn near abusive. Look, we ain't gonna call it, but it is, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna be honest, y'all. Shit. It be damn near abusive, y'all, cause my tongue say I got something for ya. So the way that I cope, that I've learned to cope with my mental health, is definitely journaling. Mm-hmm. Like, journaling is something that is so, and I don't journal the same way all the time. Like, even this right here is I didn't have my journal with me, and I was writing, and I was thinking, and I just wrote this down. So I'm gonna take this off and put this in my journal. Because sometimes a journal is a thought. Sometimes it's something that like a to-do list. Sometimes it's a doodle. Sometimes it's a like I'm just writing affirmations or goals or dreaming, whatever it might be. But it's not just like me writing a story and talking to myself. Like, I think that's the biggest common misconception of journaling, is that you have to write a story.
Like Dear Diary.
Yeah. You don't got to y'all listen, to journal, you do not have to Dear Diary yourself to death. I just want to let you.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You can do it how it fits you. You don't have to Google it, YouTube it, or nothing like that. You just tweak it to your perfection and what you're comfortable with. Like, I don't like journaling.
You don't like journaling?
No, remember I made fun of you when you bought me that journal? Even my therapist said something. It's just a journal, Octavia. She wants you to get better. I'm like, what? These blank ass pages. But I do get into writing poems when I'm in love.
So you in love? So that means you've been writing poems or some shit?
I haven't wrote any poems for him. I'm still shocked that I found someone that, can handle me.
Girl, because it's out here, girl, it's slim pickings. Let me tell you something on Clubhouse. I'm going to go back to it on Clubhouse, girl. They be talking about a 50-50 nickel. I don't know where he at, but they talking about playing 50-50, girl.
Oh, what?
Yes, girl, they talking about what do you got to offer.
Yeah, no, 50.
Girl, I told mine, I said, what we gonna do? What we gonna do out here? Who gonna take me with my mental illness? Because if you go to hell, I'm gonna go to Middle Earth. Yeah. I'm going to Middle Earth. He take it. Like Chris is really, really disciplined and gentle with it. Yeah. Let me tell you how I knew he loved me. Mental health again. This dude had went and was Googling mental health, depression. He was Googling those things to know how to better assist me through those times, those dark periods. Because as you heal from the things that we've been through in life, you know what I'm saying? The heartbreaks and the heartaches, like, that's what you heal from. You heal from your heart being broke, not necessarily going through shit. It's your heartbreak, because you go through shit every day. Yeah. Like, every day. Like, today I was in traffic and I was trying to get to Violet's photo shoot. And it felt like all the traffic wanted to just happen. It was stopped. And it was like for no reason. And I was like, boom, I ain't gonna trip. I started talking to myself. I said I ain't gonna trip. This is the retrograde. And they said on the retrograde, allow more time for travel. So then I chunked it up like, okay, so if I'm late.
Retrograde?
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, it's retrograde.
This explains a lot.
You feel you kind of got a reckoning. You got a aha moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's retrograde. I think it's like 2 or 3 days a year. Right now in the retrograde. So yeah, and see those are another tools that I use to coping with this.
Yeah.
I use a lot of esoteric, spiritual things. Like I sage. You know I sage. Remember I was saging and not opening the windows and shit. Everybody be in there dead.
That's what I was about to say. Just saging, but you learn.
Yeah.
Everything was a learning lesson.
And everything took time. So I sage, I journal. Also, what I learned keeps my mood stable, and this is like on a consistent basis, is clutter is my worst enemy. Girl, I be throwing everything away now.
She didn't used to be like that.
That's what I'm saying, girl.
I know, I'm just letting them know.
Yeah. I'm a find us keepers, losers, weeper.
Yeah.
But girl, listen. Throw that away. Take that off of there. Clean that off. Just clean off the whole thing and throw it in the trash. Like, we throw it away. Everything that's in the way. For real. Like, I don't want nothing on the countertops, nothing on the tops in the bathroom. I'm tucking stuff in closets like that. Having a clutter-free space clears my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when it's too much clutter, like, I find myself, like, soaking. Like, I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I'm suffocating. So, it's like, even your environment has to be right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Your environment can make you depressed. There's situational depression. Yeah. There's seasonal depression. A lot of people don't know that. It's all kind of depression.
Do you have a certain season that you get kind of depressed in? Do you have like a cipher? Because I go through a cipher, and I kind of like I can like determine the time of the year and when I'm finna fall into that kind of like place.
Now, because normally I would have already had a wreck. So I'm always.
You do use a wreck.
I know. So it's around this time, or it's in October or September, where I just tense up and I keep thinking and thinking and thinking, and I know how powerful the mind is. So I basically just manifested myself to have all these damn wrecks.
Girl, because you would have a wreck like over and over and over again.
Yes.
That's good. But we not gonna have no more wrecks because we not manifesting.
No.
It's out. We dropped it out. Another way I cope as well is I have to unplug.
Oh yeah, hard reset.
Yes, like I have to do like and when I say hard reset and an unplug, I don't want to talk to nobody.
I feel you.
I don't want to talk to. I just don't. Like I don't, and I'm taking more and more of those days unapologetically. Because society makes you feel that if you're not accessible when they say be accessible, then you're wrong. So for me, it's like, no, I'm not wrong. This is what I want to do. This is how I'm doing it. This is how I'm running my life, running my business. This is what's comfortable for me. Right now is my time for me to be in my place of peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm learning to be okay with unplugging, because I used to feel guilty. I used to feel messed up. Like I used to be like, oh, like I didn't even talk to them for like last week, and now you going through something like that. I could have been there. But it's like, that's not, it's me being in my place, and I know that if you really needed me, and if you really needed, like, I'm okay with my friends understanding, like, sometimes I might not be around, but when you really need me, I'm there when it counts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to talk to you. Like, say, I called you up and just said, girl, you gonna do this with me? And he was like, okay. Like, we ain't had no sit down, intimate conversation in months.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even get an outline of what we were talking about today. So
it's gonna get better with time.
I'm winging it.
We're winging this, but this is good though, because these are conversations I think that we need to have. We're not having conversation as women where we uplifting and not bashing black men. I'm sick of going on YouTube and hearing black men and black women bash one another. I don't like that.
Well, if we being honest, you know, I love drama.
So you like watching it?
Yeah.
No, okay.
On reality shows, but most reality shows aren't really reality shows. So.
But you don't really be on social media. Like you ain't in, the metaverse. I'm in the metaverse.
I don't. It's a no for me.
I'm in the metaverse.
I tried to get into that Clubhouse shit. It wasn't for me.
And I be on there, don't I?
With the big mic. Hold on.
That's why we do.
One thing I know, you're not gonna talk to me like that.
That's why we telling them. Yeah. Watch your tone. Talk to me nice. I be telling them talk to me nice. But but that is also one of my coping mechanisms though. Cause even though I don't be outside like talking to y'all,
yeah,
I be on Clubhouse. Sometimes you might call and I'll just send your ass right to voicemail cause I'm on Clubhouse.
Yeah. But you get mad when people don't answer the phone.
So what are you saying? It's a double standard?
I mean, it's your world. Everybody got their own world. So. Hey, if that's what you want to do.
But I be in the middle of conversations and they be spicy, and sometimes the people be having me blocked. Y'all, that's a whole nother conversation. We ain't even fit to go there. But okay, back on topic. So now that we kind of went through what mental health awareness means to us, what mental health awareness is, how we cope with it, different things, different type of mechanisms, different type of triggers. How have you think mental health awareness been spread? Like, how do you think the whole awareness is it now versus when you first started to recognize that you had a mental illness or was diagnosed with a mental health, illness? So how do you think mental health awareness has kind of evolved since you've been actively like conscious of, okay, I got a mental health situation and I'm healing from it and I'm vocal about it? So how do you think it's changed?
I think before corporate America wasn't understanding when it came to people having breaks, taking a leave of absence. Mm-hmm. You know, your job would be on the line. Now, some corporations, you can go out on a stress leave and still get paid, which I've done several times. People at work think it's a joke. Oh, Tay, show me how to do it. It's not no show me how to do it. Like, I wake up and I fight myself every day. It's me versus me every single day. Like, this shit not no game. And that's a trigger, too, when people, oh, you back? Yes, around that time. Like, you don't know what the fuck I go through when I wake up. Mm-hmm. Like, I have to pull myself out the bed. How can I pull myself?
Right.
So it's just the awareness is becoming more comfortable and people are more understanding and people recognize it damn near immediately if they're understanding with their mental health. If they're mental health conscious, they understand, they can recognize certain shit like we do. We diagnose people all the time. Oh, that motherfucker got some trauma.
We will diagnose your ass with a mama or daddy issue in a minute. You hear me? Because we know that a lot of our traumas and a lot of our mental health issues come from childhood. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that our parents did nothing to us. It's just how we were deciphered and how we put up this defense mechanism. Mm-hmm. And how we coped with certain things and how we dove in and leaned into it when we weren't supposed to lean into it. So now we kind of got this fight or flight or we wear and tear.
Yeah. And
we're a little bit more sensitive to those things that like kind of raise those hairs on the back of your neck. Like, this don't even feel right. The way you talking, brother, I'm not, sis. hey, if you really whole, you don't talk like that. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. I'm feeling like you're taking away instead of pouring in. So I guess I'm more discerning. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So now that mental health has been kind of, people are talking about it. I would like to see mental health be more validated for children.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't say that I, as a parent, need to go see a therapist, but I got these big old kids that they grown ass age that I didn't raise when I was doing the fuck shit, and think that they not supposed to
have certain feelings.
Yes, or I gave them traumas, or I did something the wrong way, because parenting doesn't come with a manifesto.
I wouldn't.
Girl, they think it come with it. People really think parenting come with a manifesto. Girl, how many times have I called you and had a breakdown behind this parenting and you don't even have kids? Girl, I'll be like, girl, listen, I don't know what to do. I'm in Middle Earth. How many Middle Earth phone calls have you got?
A lot. But one thing about our sisterhood I love, when I was having them anger moments at work, cause my mental illness can heighten when people are trying to play with my top. Like I just don't like you trying to think that you getting over me or whatever. But I called you numerous times, and you've told people at the workplace we worked at, where you worked at, like, no, this is really how she is. Like, no, y'all think this shit is a game. Like, it was plenty of times you had to tell me to get up and leave, or do you need me to come get you?
Because I understand, because I know I done been in some of the most horrific places though with my mental health. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like me being married 2 times, twice married, twice divorced. Yeah, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to unpack, and rewind and go back and rebirth yourself, rebrand yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I got married the first time when I was 20. Mm-hmm. I was 20. What I know about being a wife?
You just like the sound of it.
That's it.
Yeah. I had to learn it the hard way.
Yeah.
Because I was just wanting to get married because that's what society, make us think, oh, you need to be married by this time, you need to have kids at this time. And I was like, yes, master, yes. You were trying
to get him. Yes. Got him gizmo. You were trying to find a nigga, lock him down, make him love you.
All that. And now it's just like, I'm totally at peace with myself, and society cannot influence me. Can't make me feel bad about anything. My path is my path. I'm 37, and there's people that's older than me that's not where I'm at. There's people younger than me that are more successful than me. That's okay.
Right.
I used to think that was a bad thing. Like, damn, he 27, he got his own business. I'm 37. Hey, shit happened at different times and different moments.
And you never know what somebody got to go through to get that.
Hell yeah.
It's like you never know what a person have to go to sleep with at night to have and do the things that they do.
Yeah, that's true.
Like even me doing this podcast, I'm like jumping off a ledge. Like I know that I'm putting myself out in public. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to tell my story.
Yeah.
I'm willing to tell my story because through my story come healing for myself, and through my story comes healing with other women. Because a lot of people don't know my story. A lot of times I do go off the grid and don't get in love, be heartbroken, been to the military. That was the worst time in my motherfucking life.
Girl, I remember that. Trying to sign over them kids. Who finna deal with violence and Marcus at that? Girl, they not finna be getting it by me.
Girl, and they was there in the motorcade and everything with me. Girl, in North Carolina and everything, girl, they was there. There's one thing about, like, that's why my bond with my children is I covet it so hard, because they are everything that I wish I'm everything to them. I try to be everything to them and give them everything that I never had. So like our relationship, and and I have to weed through some shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to go through some generational bullshit that I'll project on them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back and apologize, but they see me apologizing. They see me being accountable. They see me breaking the wheel. They see how long we've been here. We've been here, girl. March made 4 years.
Y'all would have seen the transition. Y'all wouldn't believe. Y'all don't know what she had to do to get here. Like, started from the bottom, like, for real, for real.
Like girl, that first house in Arlington.
Oh! It was a trap. It was a trap. It was like a trap. The energy wasn't good. I wasn't even just aware of energies at that time. I just didn't feel right. It was dark. I didn't feel right over there. You had new furniture and everything.
In that shack ass house. Yeah. It was a shack. It was mine though, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't believe you was staying over there.
But I said like after I left San Antonio, like, cause people don't understand, when I left San Antonio, I left fighting for my life. Mm-hmm. Like, when I say fighting for my life, like, I'm talking about I'm finna commit suicide and I'm waking up. Like, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? Like, I wasn't supposed to wake up. Yeah. So I got an attitude because I didn't woke up type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, and then it was like that final time, which y'all keep tuning into the podcast. It's a lot of different angles and stories, and I don't know everything, y'all. I don't know shit. I just know a little bit about a lot of shit. Am I right or wrong?
You right.
I know a little bit about a lot. You know what I'm saying?
But she act like she know everything.
That's the Virgo in me. Beyonce, you don't say. That's
no saying.
But those are kind of, you get on my nerves. But those are the kind of things that I want to talk about, because I know there were times, even like my last marriage, when I was talking to you about the cheat. Y'all, when I would say, listen, one thing I know, two things for sure. I'm a loyal person. Oh my goodness. I'm loyal to where it'll break me. I had called her. I had called her and told her that I was gonna stick beside her. Didn't I? And I was for real.
I know he cheats on me, but he loves me. I'm just like, girl, you listen to yourself? What is it? You just gonna I know he gonna cheat, but he gonna hold everything down. How he gonna do that? He cheating. You done already been in situations before that situation, and you still gonna stick beside him?
Girl, I told you I'm gonna stick beside
him. Oh my goodness.
Girl, didn't I tell you I'm gonna stick beside him?
Y'all, that was a mess. Whoever with him now, may peace and blessings be upon you.
But the crazy part is, through even both of my marriages though, I'm not bitter.
Were you ever bitter?
Do you think so?
Oh, with that last one? Baby, yes.
I was.
Yeah, you still wanted him back while you was down here. Like, you was still...
But was I bitter, though? Like, was I bitter? Like, where I don't think I've ever been bitter.
Nah, I'm thinking of the wrong word. You weren't bitter. You was just still...
Wrapped up.
Yeah, he still had a hold on you that you couldn't shake. And I think Chris shook that off you.
He did. Because he allowed me to love myself. Yeah. Because I went into that like, I wanted like this. I remember us getting into an argument because the way that I was moving in my relationship, you was like,
that ain't right.
I told her, like, I didn't know the word for it now, girl. Now I got the word. I'm hypergamous.
What that mean?
You date up.
Another word for gold digger. I'm one too. Call it what you want.
It's nothing wrong with having someone and a man provide for you a substantial lifestyle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know what you said.
Like, I'm not down with the struggle love. That's a trigger. That's my mental awareness. Y'all see how round I done got? Y'all tell Chris it's his fault.
Yeah,
it's his fault.
I done dated some broke dudes. That's a different type of struggle. And I was desperate. I was desperate. That's when I started gaining weight. That's just like when my mental illness just was undiagnosed, and that shit was just, it was miserable. I just kept telling myself, I'm an equal opportunity. So I'm here. We can talk. Let me see. I'll help you get your driver's license. Girl. Shit, they already supposed to. What's your credit score? Oh, I don't know. You don't know.
That's what I'm saying. All the bills on your name,
baby. And
so now, like, I had to kind of live in that. I didn't know what it was called, but I was like, no, like, girl, no. He got it. Like, this is what it is. Like, this is the standard of living. This is the standard of our relationship. And you was like, no.
I was so mad, but when she got to where she was getting to, I said, now I understand. You had to do that as a stepping stone.
It was security.
Yeah.
As a woman.
And it came at a cost. Yeah. But you worked through that shit. You maneuvered through that whole, like, you was playing Grand Theft Auto. You was gone, boy. You did that. I'll never take that away from you. You did that.
Because I always am honest. Like, even this conversation, like, I need people to understand that my man is a good man. Yeah. He is a damn good man, a damn good provider. I wouldn't trade him for nothing. And I love him because he taught me how to love myself. And then he took his hands off of it. So he was like, no, why you want that type of attention? That's not okay. Like, you shouldn't want to be treated like that. You shouldn't want nobody to feel that they can come to you and say certain things to you. Like, he was the first man to ever tell me, like, no, I take that back. I think he was the first man I listened to tell me, hey, your crown crooked, sis. I love you, though. But your crown crooked. And I had to, I took it without my ego being in the way.
Oh, well, that was good.
Yeah, because he was saying, like, because I know I have a flirtatious vibe and a flirtatious energy. You too. Yeah. You just gotta tame the girl. He know I got it. He know I got it, but he knows there's no ill intent. So I've kind of learned how to, like, alchemize that energy to just being like this divine woman for him and for my, like, I'll put it in this energy. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, I'm doing the podcast now, so I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm vocalizing. This is a part of therapy. This is a part of me coping. Yeah. Because it's different parts of me. Like, right now, we just talking about mental health. Y'all, tune in. And she said, I'm a roller coaster. Is it a roller coaster or not?
Texas Giant.
The Rattler. Look at it. No, but I love the way that mental health awareness is where it's going. I love how I see my people healing themselves. Girl, you know I be going camping. And
she didn't start sleeping outside in the woods. Being one with nature.
Grounding, tree hugging.
You ain't tell me about no tree hugging, girl.
Yes, we hugged the tree.
It said what?
It's a vibration. It's a calmness. It's a peace. It's like
grounding. A bark?
Yeah, like everything got a vibration. Everything is alive. So even when you ground your feet, like, one thing about it, don't I always walk outside with my shoes off? Yes. But that keeps you grounded.
No, that keeps you trailer parkish.
That's what you said. But it's me spiritually. If y'all see me outside in front of my place or whatnot, and I got my shoes off, just know I'm grounded myself and I don't care. Because sometimes I like to feel things. Like, I don't wear a lot of weave because I like to feel my scalp. Like, the first thing to come off is my shoes. Like, those things to me, like...
Oh, okay. I got you.
You get where I'm going?
Yeah, because I don't like clothes as soon as I walk in.
Everything just... I try to... Look, I'm learning how to keep this ring on. Because I be wanting to throw this thing off and like with the lashes. Bloop, 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 bloop. And the ring, the lashes.
Can you zoom in on that ring? Don't worry about it.
She play too much. Nah, but for real, y'all, this podcast is finna be my baby. Like, it's a lot of people that I'm bringing to the platform that are gonna help kind of guide and maneuver. Even me, I don't know. Y'all, it's things that I don't know. It's things that I am still figuring out. I'm 38 and I'm empty nesting. Girl, what circle do I fit in?
Teen mom.
That's really what it is. That's what I feel. I feel alone sometimes because my friends are still spitting out babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm absolutely, totally, utterly ain't fixed to have no more kids. I'm not. We're not doing that. Like, we're not getting on that gravy train. We're not trying to do that. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm doing grandma. I'm cool with being a grandma. People want to be grandma and all this other different shit. I'm okay with a kid calling me grandma. Granny.
That's cute.
I'm cool with it. I don't need to be G-Ma, Jen. Call me grandma because you ain't mine. You just come from me. I'm cool with it.
That's cute.
So that's like, this is like my new kind of like, I'm outside. I'm busting out my clothes and I'm just like, hey, I'm doing what I need to do as a woman. Like, I've done a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things. I've met a lot of people. And so I want to just bring that to this platform. I want to bring the tools to my and it don't matter if you Christian, Muslim, spiritualist, Hindu, like, this is a place where Divine Melanation in its feminine state is sisterhood. You get what I'm saying? So this is something that I really am taking serious. If y'all hit the link, the drhoodtalk.com is drhoodtalk.com. You can press my 10K card. It's an email in there. If y'all have something that you want to write, we can talk about it on the show. If you want to be a special guest, hit me up on the 10K card. All my social medias are on there. I'm also I'm a TLC vendor, Total Life Changes. And so next week, guys, that's what we're doing. It's Total Life Changes, Girl Hold My Hand podcast next week. I have a couple of ladies from the team that I'm in. And it's, I'm under, because it's like network marketing, but I'm under Stormy Wellington. So it's like kind of like an umbrella, but it comes from her.
Stormy that was on the stripper show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why she ain't help the girls, man? Stormy.
Stormy bad though. You hear me?
She was bad. She wasn't helping.
No, but it's not about them helping though. It's like,
no,
you gotta,
she said that they couldn't help themselves. Yeah.
If you're not helping yourself, and I'm finna give you the game. I'm literally finna give you the game.
She raw in the cut.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't like her because of the show. You know, I'm wrapped up into reality TV. But once I started following her on Instagram and, you know, just listening to her, like, okay, it's more than behind the pole. You know what I'm saying?
See, I've been looking at Stormy since she was on Amateur Millionaire Amateur or something. And
where did you watch that at?
I want to say it was on BET or something like that. It was back like 10, 12 years ago.
For real?
Yeah, and she been bad since then. She was in Atlanta. She was uncovering billboards with her shit. You know what I'm saying? She been stunning. She got a GED.
Hey.
two or three baby daddies, and she a multi-millionaire, and she a boss. And a boss for her means everybody around me eat.
Oh, I'm a boss.
Yeah. Cause you are. Cause my sis put me on. When I first came here, she the one that put me on plug with the game. With the job. Like the reason why I was able to meet my man and the reason why I was able to even when you look back, hindsight 2020, shit be happening for a reason, but it come with something. But you gotta work your way through that shit.
Yeah.
But it's always a reason for going through something or why you have certain things going on. So you have been a blessing for me in this season, and I just want you to know that, and that's really why I wanted you to do this with me. What? Because I want you to know how much of a blessing you've been. Like, you've been so supportive of me. Like, for real. Like, you've been very supportive of just my transition. Because a lot of people think they know the story, but they weren't there for it. And a lot of people think they know the story, but you was there, but you wasn't here right now. So you've been in both places in my life, and now you see me in a different light. And so I just want you to know that I appreciate you. And I appreciate your transparency. I appreciate your tolerance of me, because I know I'm a motherfucker.
Very much so.
I don't care though. Girl, the girls, get them. But I know that, and I want you to know that, because I think we don't do that enough. And I want everyone to know that when you give one woman flowers, don't mean that you shitting on nobody. Yeah. So I don't want nobody to think this is no subliminal or no shit like that. That's another thing we gotta get away from. We gotta get away from thinking that because somebody else is revered, that takes away from your reverence. Or takes away from your position.
Talk to him.
In my life. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I have different friends and different places, you always know I don't have no toxic shit around me.
Oh no.
Like, I don't do that toxic shit. I don't do, like, if I feel like stuff is getting weird, you know, I will exit stage left immediately.
Yeah, you'll cuss them out first and then exit stage left. We keeping it real. Okay, do I cuss them out or exit stage? I think I cuss you out and exit stage left when I care. When I don't care, I just exit. No? I'm just telling you.
Well, I try. I mean, that be my philosophy, y'all. I don't know if it works or not, but that kind of be where I be coming from. I be trying to hold y'all. Ugh. And y'all, this is raw and uncut. I want y'all to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Anchor, the Apple. We're going to do something real consistent. I want this to be a gym for us women. I want this to be a place of, because I don't care. Hey, I know this platform comes with a lot, and I don't care. I'm an open book. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. We can be whatever you want to be whatever we want to be at that moment, whether we want to, I don't know, have a sex expert. Because I've talked, girl, it's a lady I met on Clubhouse. Girl, her name's Scrumptious. Girl, she big. Why you gotta say that? See what I'm saying? See, she's not aware of conversation. Like, I'm aware of conversation because she don't be on conversation because I gotta redirect her ass. Girl, why do you got to say that? But anyway, Scrumptious said that she can suck a mean thing and make it come in 3 minutes. Tops.
Yeah. See why her name's Scrumptious.
Huh?
I see why her name's Scrumptious.
She said in 3 minutes tops. And she do Zoom. She do a model.
Oh, she show you?
Yes.
Oh.
I met her on Clubhouse.
How much you got? It's a subscription.
It's one-time class situation. Or you can have her where you have a group of friends. Her model got a mask on. Yes, girl. It goes that, like, that's what I want to bring to this platform. Like, we in Texas, so I'm in the metaverse, and I want y'all to understand that the metaverse is a system. It's not a place or a thing. It's not gonna fall and drop upon you. Okay, y'all. Just want y'all to know that it's a system that we're in, and I'm definitely in the metaverse. I be on Twitter Spaces, girl, because Twitter got an audible too. So I be on Twitter Spaces, you know. you know, I just be doing a lot of things. And so I think it's time that I kind of let people know, like, your girl here. I ain't going nowhere. Your girl here. So, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
You gonna come back?
Yeah, I need an outline.
Okay, we're gonna do an outline. I'm gonna make sure
But this was good. This was good.
Cause I know who I picked. I know why I asked you to do what I asked you to do. I know what you was fit to do for me. I knew what that was already. Girl, I knew I had to get. You was gonna give what it was supposed to have gave.
I think I could have gave more, but I'll do it next time.
Yeah, this is first. Like, this is me too. Like, this is like, y'all, these are uncandid conversations, and I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Giving me space and place in y'all's life to listen to my voice. At the end of the show, every week, I want to end it with a affirmation or confirmation, whatever it is. So, this is one that has been resonating me for like a month now, since April. And this is, what got you here won't get you to the next level or the next place. So whatever you did to get you to this moment right here where you at, ain't gonna get you to that next place. So you're gonna have to always keep leveling up.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna always have to keep grinding. You're gonna always be changing. You're gonna always be evolving. You're gonna always be those things. You know what I'm saying? So that's my confirmation or my affirmation for the week. Again, I'm gonna repeat it. What got you here won't get you to the next place or level where you want to go or where you should go. So I want to keep that on you guys' minds. If there's any kind of feedback, I'm open to it. Shout out everybody that helped me put this together. Bring more productions, y'all. Y'all see this? She said she finna cover this up though. But ain't this beautiful, y'all?
Wow.
This is beautiful.
I love it.
Y'all, listen. Shout out to Bring More Productions, a black-owned businesswoman doing her thing. Okay? We had round of applause. Okay. But I appreciate you, Bree. Everybody, my sponsors, Sean 10K Card, the Bridge Builder Cinematic Performing Arts Program, Trigger, she did some of my graphics for me. Kiki did my graphics for me. Nick, say y'all, Nick is so patient. I love him. Hey, he over here jiving y'all in the back. But he put together the video for me, so I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. I appreciate you, sister, for coming.
Thank you for
You gonna come again? Y'all. We gonna come back and learn how to do TikToks with Bree. She had the TikTok man. Yeah, she had the TikTok man here teaching people how to do the TikTok professionally. Yes, we got the Yes, we fit to get down. The man was giving a professional TikTok class.
What? Come on.
Not the man, it was the man.
Okay, wait. Let's end it so we can meet him.
Thank y'all. Appreciate you for coming. Thank you for sliding into the DM, sliding into the Divine Melanation. So thank y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. I like you. I love you. I like you.